How would you feel when you enter the exam hall and upon seeing the question paper, you realize that you can confidently answer 80 of the questions? Comrade, how would you feel? Of the greatest Mouau students, how you day? Today, I'll be teaching you some of the free ways to effectively prepare for your forthcoming exams. I won't be talking about how to solve past questions or reading handouts or going for night class, TDB, and the rest. No. Instead, I will take you through a mini exam training to sharpen your mind, teach you, and equip you with the trusted strategies to passing these upcoming exams. So, hope you are ready. Why most of us are listeners and not apparently doers? Most of us just like listening and not doing. I guarantee you that applying the techniques I'll be sharing with you this evening will make all the difference when you see the results of these upcoming exams. Trust me. Now, there are 3 kinds of students this particular episode is for. I designed this particular episode for these 3 kinds of students. So if you fall into any of the categories, please, for the sake of your results, for the sake of your GP, listen to this teaching with understanding. The first set of students this teaching is for are students who haven't opened their book since the shutdown commencement. So if you know you've not opened your book since the day the school went on shutdown, this episode is for you. The second set of students this teaching is for are students who have businesses to handle whilst writing this particular exam. So if you know you are still handling your father's business or you have any business you're handling online and you still want to do well in this upcoming exam, this episode is for you. Now, the third set of students this teaching is for are students who genuinely hate sorting and begging lecturers for grades. So if you are like me and you hate sorting with all your might, you're a Christian like me, you're a believer like me, you hate sorting and you want to get the grade you deserve, this episode is for you. So if you fall into any of these categories, please, for the sake of your result, like I said earlier, give me your undivided attention. This might save you from sorting or failing. Comrade, what I'm about to share with you, what I'm about to teach you are the 7 smart moves of exam success. The 7 smart moves of exam success. These are the 7 moves you should start making if you've not started, if you are preparing and if you want to prepare effectively for this exam. So if you know you want to smash your exams and if you know that you find yourself in one of the categories I mentioned earlier, start making these 7 smart moves. But before we start, this is the Mouau Student Update brought to you by the Nigerian Student Podcast. Please, I beg of you, share this teaching with your friends, your classmates. Let's get every Mouau student informed so that lecturers will stop what? Stop collecting money from us. Yeah, so that we can pass our exams and be happy, do business as well. So I don't know about you, I also plan doing business in school. So if you want to do business, study effectively, these are 7 smart moves you should apply. So here are the 7 smart moves of the exam success in no particular order. Now, the first smart move you should make as you begin preparing for this exam is meet all your lecturers with wisdom. This is very, very deep. I want you to listen attentively with understanding. Meet all your lecturers with wisdom. See, let me tell you, when you resume, I don't know when you are coming back, but I believe you should be back before 19th. Whenever you resume, please, I beg of you, if you are in 300 level down to final year, and from 300 level down to final year, you know most of your lecturers, you know most of their offices, kindly go to their offices and greet them. Greet your supervisor if you're in final year. Greet your course advisors if from 100 level to final year. If you have the funds, just get them something. Bottle water, gifts, just to, ask them how they are doing. Ask them how everything is going. Ask them how they handled, the 3 months. Although we know that they have been feeding themselves, the government has been paying them. Just ask them how, just try to relate with them, how they are doing. Let me tell you, we are in the world of men. Try to understand men. That is the way you approach a lecturer. Just asking him how everything is going, how everything is doing. A lecturer that taught you this particular semester, how he or she is coping with the situation. That's the way you discuss with them. You share things. You tell him what the things you passed through this thing. You now say, sir, please, how will the exam be? Is it based on the things you thought, or is there a particular section I should focus in? You've gotten the lecturer. The lecturer might say, I'm going to focus on this particular topic. Focus on this. Let me tell you, if you want to get a good response, be the first person to give. It's called the law of reciprocation. Be the first person to give a gift. Buy bottled water or something else, something valuable. Give them. Men wants to feel valued. And when you make them feel valued, in return, according to the law of reciprocation, they will give you something valuable. And what you came for is just a tip of where to focus as you begin your preparation for exam. They might even tell you, look at this particular topic, just focus on, if you're entering on the level to final year, focus on this particular topic, it might come out. Remember, if they say might, it will. Now, if you're in 100 level, 200 level, it still applies to you. You can just meet any of your lecturer that is teaching you physics or chemistry, I don't know the courses that you're handling, and just greet them, ask them, might past question, might they come out or will they come out? And listen to their approach, listen to their responses and their answers. The key message here is not just meeting them, meet them with wisdom. Apply wisdom in everything you do. In everything you do. So if you don't know how to actually meet them, just leave a comment below and I will guide you. Or you can chat me up on any of our social media handle so that we can guide you on how to do this. This is the first one, and I believe it's very, very important. If you are an introvert like me, chat me up. I've found a way. I've started doing it. I've found a way. So it helps and it will help you. I promise you, it will help you. It will give you an advantage. Now, see, there's a difference between you've been studying and you are just studying the particular areas that the lecturer told you to focus in. Are you getting me? So if you are doing that, if you are studying in a particular area that the lecturer told you to focus in, you have an advantage compared to the person that is just studying randomly. I hope you're getting my point. I hope you're following me. So the next smart move you should make is spend more time in trying to remember what you read than in reading. That's one thing I believe. I believe that almost 100% of us will, start reading and keep reading even inside the exam hall. I used to do it before. Even in the exam hall, you see me, I'll hide in one corner and be cramming one particular topic or one particular definition or list that doesn't want to stick into my mind or into my brain. But what you should be focusing on now is trying to remember than reading. Read less and try to remember more. See, I believe this is the opposite of what you've been taught from childhood. Since our childhood, we've been taught, keep on reading, keep on reading, keep reading, keep reading. But see, comrade, we've been reading and reading and reading, but we entered the exam hall since that we thought we knew, we couldn't remember. Now, I want to reference a particular episode where I discussed about the illusion of knowing. That series is called Why Students Fail Courses. So to get more about this, listen to that particular episode. Why Students Fail Courses. It will bless your mind. Most of the time now, we believe all of us, as we are coming back, we will be on pressure to keep on reading. You've not read enough. No, bro, no. I'm speaking to you. No. You should focus on trying to remember the least that you know, not trying to read more. Read less, remember more. Remember more. In the exam hall, what you are going to be doing is more of remembering. So for you to remember more in the exam hall, you need to practice the act of remembering. For you to be an athlete and run well, what you're supposed to be doing is running. So I don't get the fact that for us to do well in the exam, what we should be doing is reading more. No, read well, and try to remember more. Because inside the exam, it is all full remembering that you're doing, understanding and remembering. Now I get it. If someone told me this in my 100 level, 5.0 back to back, 5.0 back to back. And according to psychology, sorry, I'm not trying to make this podcast longer, but I want you to understand this. Follow me with understanding, like I told you. Follow me with understanding. I have a lot that will bless you and help you push through in this academic journey that I want to share with you. One of the most important strategies that will help you learn faster and remember for longer is testing yourself. Testing yourself. See, let me tell you, testing yourself is not all about checking whether you know something or not. No. It's not all about that. It's all about trying to pull what you think you know, pulling it out. Because most of us, we have been taught incorrectly that what you should be doing is, read. You've not read enough. You didn't read well. When what we should be asking is, Did you try to remember what you read before entering the exam hall? Did you try to test yourself? Honestly speaking, when real learning happens is when you test yourself. If you can remember that thing you think you knew. Let me not dwell much on this. I've already made a podcast that will explain a lot about this on why students fail courses series. Please, I beg you, check it out. It will bless your life. So, still on this, as I was preparing for this particular class, this particular section, so I picked out a few funny quotes that you need to hear, and they are on pidgin. So listen to me. It's quite funny for me. No be how much book you read. Now how much you fit remember be the koko. Let me repeat myself. No be how much book you read. Now how much you fit remember be the koko. The next one is no be to read pass be the go. Now to remember what you read. Hope you're getting my point. No be to read pass be the go. Now to remember waiting you read, bro. Comrade. Now this last one I will explain this. Remembering now like well where you fit fetch water from. If you no draw water often, it go dry. Hope you get my point. Hope you get my point. Remembering is like a well that you fetch water from. But if you don't try to remember that idea you think you knew, it will dry up. And when you enter the exam hall, you go blank. And in the exam hall, bro, this is not the time to go in blank. No. It's the time of showing off, showing who you are, showing what is inside of you. Well, I hope you are with me, bro. I hope you are with me, comrade. If you are with me, please comment below. And with you, sir, ride on. Just leave a comment. Let me know who's getting me, who's getting my vibe. So let's move over to the next smart move I believe you should make as you plan preparing for this exam. Now, let me start with this question. Have you ever written an exam and you noticed there was a particular question or topic the lecturer didn't teach you? If yes, how did you feel? Let me know in the comment section. Have you ever written an exam? Like you entered the exam hall with confidence, sitting down, and you started solving, calculating, and you meet this particular question or topic, and it looks strange to you. You'll be like, where did this man get this topic from? Like, I've not seen this topic before in my life. Have you experienced this before? How did you feel? Probably the lecturer didn't even teach the topic. But let me tell you, if you check well, you will find the topic on the course outline. That is the funny part of it. So the next smart move you need to make is to study with your course outline. This might sound foolish to you, but comrade, hear me out. Remember, these are smart moves you should make that will guarantee you success inside the exam hall and outside the exam hall. When you see your results, you come back to this channel and say, Chairman, thank you. A silly mistake you might make while preparing for this next exam is preparing and studying without your course outline. Why do you need a course outline? Here is why. Now, in fact, let me put it this way. Hope you know there are some wicked lecturers that might set what they didn't teach so that students will come and sort. Hope you know that. They might not be in your department, but there are wicked lecturers that might say what they didn't teach, what is not even in their handouts, so that students will come and sort. And the funny part of it is that they're so strategic that if you report them, they will tell you they gave out the course outline. And remember, according to standard, once the course outline has been given, in fact, according to public university, I don't know who set these rules. Once a course outline has been given to students, it's assumed that the course has been taught. Who even started this theory? Like, who proposed this law? But that's the reality we found ourselves in. So, let me tell you, bro, to be forewarned is to be forewaiting. Complete the sentence. I'm warning you now. The best thing you can do is read all your notes. Read all your handouts, prepare with the past questions, and now, a few days to the exam, go through the course outline. If the lecturer gave you a course outline, if you didn't, approach the lecturer for a course outline, and with wisdom, and check the topics that we are not taught. There are lecturers that are wicked, genuinely wicked. If you have not met them, I've met them. So to avoid being prey to those lecturers, you need to outsmart them by making these smart moves. Study those topics. Even if it doesn't come out in the exam hall, No knowledge is a waste, bro. Comrade, no knowledge is a waste. I just want to inform you so that you can build your life, build yourself. Build yourself. And a funny quote to add to this. Hope you are getting my funny vibe. For the school, let me put it this way. My comrade, for the journey of school, your course outline na the compass. For the journey of school, your course outline na the compass. Hope you are noting these things down. All right. So let's proceed to the next smart move. The next smart move that you should be making as you're preparing for this exam. Now, I want you to understand that not all courses are equal. Some requires more time to prepare. Some requires more research. Some are just dependent on past questions. Some are just read your notes, you pass it. Some are just do the practicals, understand the practicals, enter the exam hall, you see the things you did in practicals, and you are okay, you are good to go. So not all courses are equal. I want you to understand that. So now, the next smart move you should make is learn how to plan and allocate proper time to each course. This is something, let me say it again. Learn how to plan and allocate proper time to each course. This is something I find most students not doing properly and effectively. I will explain. Just follow me. Here's what I mean. I want you to have a holistic plan on how you are going to read and prepare for each exam, each course. Here's what I'm proposing. I'm not aware if the timetable is out. I'm not aware if they are going to use the same timetable that we started with, but they will now change the date. I'm not aware. Follow me. If you have 3 courses in the first week of the exam and you have a week to prepare, now look for the most difficult course or the one with the highest grade point and start with those ones. Give those ones more time. Let me tell you, there are courses that are easy and there are definitely ones that are headache. So those ones that are headache, if you have them in the first week, prepare with them. Start with them. Give them more time. That's something I see students often do. You have exam and those ones that are headache, you leave them, you leave them for the last time. No. Start with them. Give them the time that is needed for them. And those ones that are easy, that you know that the lecturer will just sit. There are lecturers that we understand their pattern. We know their pattern. We've studied them. We've asked senior colleagues and we understand them. They are either past question people, questions in the handouts or examples or the test questions. Yeah. So all we just need to do is read their notes, prepare those questions and prepare for the exam. But there are people lecturers that we can never predict. Lecturers that if you prepare with past questions, they will storm you with questions that they got from a particular textbook which you knew not. If you've not seen those lecturers, I've seen them and I've written the exam and we passed them because of these are the little things that I started realizing. So this is why I want to share these things with you so that no lecturer will, catch you off guard. No lecturer will catch you off guard. Prepare. If you don't know how to prepare, leave a comment. We are here to help. Leave a comment below. How can I prepare? Now, we'll kindly just schedule a date and we'll discuss about this. We are here to help. I want you to always remember, all courses are important for your CGPA. All courses are important for your CGPA. And if you joke with any one of them, hey, comrade, if you joke with any one of them, carryover will humble you. No matter how proud you are. It seems like carryover have not humbled you. But by God's grace, anyone hearing under my voice, Jesus, what did I just say? Anyone under the sound of my voice, carryover will never and won't be your portion in the name of Jesus. Amen. But that is if and only if you plan and prepare for yourself. That's the condition. You follow all the things that we're about to share with you. Carryover will never and won't be your portion. Amen. So let's proceed to the next one. Now, hello there. How you doing? I never knew this teaching would be this long. I never expected this teaching being this long. When I planned the teaching, I thought it would just be a 10 minutes teaching. But yeah, I wanted to explain everything so that we can all understand it. We've gotten a lot of complaints that our episodes are always long. And because of data complaints, we decided that we'll be making our episodes shorter. 10 minutes or more or less But this particular one, I can't divide it into 4 sections. So we decided to divide it into just 2 sections. The first section is the section you just listened to now, and the next section, instead of posting, remember our posts are always on Wednesdays and Saturdays, but due to this particular critical teaching, we are going to be posting it tomorrow by 5 p.m. Tomorrow being Thursday by 5 p.m. You don't want to miss it. That particular section is going to be breaking down the remaining 4 or remaining 3 smart moves you should be making. You don't want to miss it. I promise you, it will be more mind-blowing than the ones you just listened and the ones you just learned today. And one more question for you. Hope you learned a few things from this podcast. Hope you learned a few things from this teaching. Please, I beg you, if you know you learned something, share this with all your classmates, all your friends, all your fellowship members. Let's get Mouau informed. Let's get Mouau informed. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow by 5 p.m. Don't miss this.